This video is of my experience growing non-organic grocery store garlic, and it was more of an experiment for me. This was me harvesting back in May. It's now July, so it's been around 2 months. So in this video, I want to share how the garlic is looking despite getting these red bugs on it, and my experience just really winging growing garlic. I tried growing garlic in 3 locations. One was intermixed with my lilies patch. Two was just this area does by the shed. Doesn't get that much sun, but it's decent. Three is in compost, but on top of poor soil. In terms of harvest, to be honest, it was literally more fun to dig them up than deal with the curing part, mostly because I had a bug issue, which I did not realize that garlic could have pests. So this is a lesson for next year, and I'm planning to grow them in locations that are more full sun, because I do believe that if you grow things in fuller sun, there's less chance for bugs, because bugs don't like to be in the sun that much. Well, at least that is my theory. We'll see for next year. They all performed pretty well, and I think it's because the soil was good with compost. But as you can see later when I do the comparison, I probably should fertilize more to get a bigger harvest, but we'll see. This was me just wrapping up. I sprayed them with the hose to clean them up a bit, and I tried to see if there was any location that outperformed the other, but like I said before, nothing really stood out. Some were just bigger, and I couldn't tell if it's because I used a bigger clove or not. So I'll keep better track next season. I was I was very excited to be braiding them up because they looked pretty cool, and I felt very like a real life farmer, until I noticed there are these little red bugs, and they have like a hard exoskeleton, but they're squishy. So it forced me to have to peel each individual clove because I didn't want the bugs eating all of my garlic. It's been 2 months since I harvested these garlic, and today I want to save some for my seed stock for next year. So I figured I'll pick some big ones and compare it to just some generic ones from the grocery store to see if the ones I grew are bigger than grocery store ones. I'm just going to pour this out. You can see some of them have like the bug marking, so this probably I can't eat. I can compost that. So this one you can see, let's see. So this is so this one did not form a whole clove, it just formed one. So it's about 1.5 centimeters ish in width. So this we're gonna plant for next year. So this looks like it's my biggest one. This is, oh, not even 1 inch yet in width. I'm just gonna put up here for scale. I'm just gonna get some and eyeball the biggest ones, so I can start my own collection. Let us see how they compare to the grocery store one, which pretty sure they fed them fertilizer. I didn't really fertilize these. I just had them in the soil with compost, and they could be in an area with more sun, so that's something I'll do next year's more sun, because the ones I planted were not organic, they're just regular garlic. Let's see. So this one is clearly the biggest one. So obviously I did not beat it. So more sun, and probably I'll try to fertilize it more next year. And I'm just gonna toss these in with a bunch too. I'll just grow these. Because when I grew them last year, it was actually during the winter time. And they already had the green stalks, and I just put them outside, and we didn't have a harsh winter, and they just grew. So let me just, yep. So this is my experience growing garlic from the grocery store, and it's not too bad, but if you compare it with these, you can clearly see which one is bigger. So yeah, give it a try and see how it goes, because I know some people, they get their garlic really big. So I think I just need to fertilize it more. I'm going to use the organic azalea fertilizer for next year and see how that goes. So let's first do grocery store one, and who knows how long it's been stored. So that's how I smashed it. That's grocery store. And usually I cut the ends because then, and actually I don't know why I'm peeling it. Usually I smash it and then peel. Oh, did you hear that? This one, the one I grew, you heard more of a crunch. Maybe because it's not as old, and I'm feeling it and it's wetter. This one, well, it's getting there, but it's not as wet. The grocery store one is more sticky, and this one probably because it's more fresh. Like, it was harvested 2 months ago. This was harvested 2 months ago, so that makes sense that it has more liquid in it. So I'm gonna smell it now. It smells like garlic. It smells like garlic. Honestly, can't really tell, but the one I grew, it smells more fragrant. Let me smell my. Okay, I'm gonna smell my marigold to mix the flavor. Yeah, so in summary, fresher, more liquid, and more fragrant. And then in terms of taste, I actually never tasted raw garlic, but you know what? Let's just try it. So I'm gonna taste the. Actually, let me taste the grocery store one first. Oh my god. Ah, tastes like raw garlic. Um, let's see. At the end, that's when I felt that taste, that sharp. It's like a spicy bitter. Let me try my fresh one. Kind of the same, but if it tastes sharper, if that makes sense. Okay, and I'm not a huge food person. I can't articulate anymore. I usually eat garlic cooked. And so far, the whole experience is fun, except for trying to peel back the bugs. But I'm glad I did it, because then I kept my own seed stock. And thanks for watching. If you thought this video was helpful, please give it a like. And if you want to follow my channel, please subscribe. Until next time, bye.